Right now we're headed to the to Adler Gymnasium, where I started working out as soon as I got here. We're gonna go to the weight room, and then we're gonna go to like the fitness loft, where you can get some miles in on the treadmill, and then I'm gonna show y'all some of the little awards and stuff that I got on the way back. Stay tuned.
Hey, how are you, Joe?
Good, good.
Hi. I can't.
This is the athletic training room. Spent a lot of days in here when I got hurt. Our trainer suit got me back to life, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the editing room where they edit all my videos and stuff at. My man Connor's in here working hard. We're just gonna see what he's doing. What's going on, Connor?
How's it going?
Pretty much the weight room where we came in and worked out in. The off-season. It's like a little leg machine and stuff. Got a lot of ab working over here on the mats. Yeah. Just bringing back the memories right here. I used to be in here all the time working out. For real. I just get here and get miles in during the off season and stuff. But before the season to get right. And I used to always watch the swim team and their practicing and stuff when I used to get up here and work out. Yeah, right now we on the way to the Penn State Athletic Department. I'm going to explain how I started playing basketball. You know, my journey from coming up from down south to all the way up here and playing. Hope y'all enjoy. My name is Jonathan Ross. I was born in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I was born right down the street from the Basketball Hall of Fame. And then my family, they moved back down south. My mom is from Hartsville, South Carolina. Moved to Columbia, South Carolina. And I started playing basketball around like the age of 5. And my god brother, Antoine Alawan, we played basketball together all through elementary school and high school. And then I believe I went to Kelly Mill Middle School and I played for 2 years. Then I met my big brother, his name Travis Wallace, and he was a critical part of me developing as a basketball player and as a person. You know, he always took me to the gym and trained me all the time. We went on base. There was no air conditioning, nothing. We were just out there training, just working on my game. And he always told me to, you know, to stay mentally tough, never get rattled, and always keep my composure. And that just helped me as a basketball player growing up in Columbia. It's a lot of talent in Columbia, South Carolina. I hope, you know, more of the kids from Columbia get put on the map for basketball. Let's see. I went to my freshman sophomore year. I went to Ridgeview High School where I played for the freshman team, and I played JV for Coach Rose and for Coach Heath at Ridgeview, and that was cool. You know, it was a good time in my life. Everybody was big on basketball, and then I ended up in my junior year. I tried out for the varsity team, and I didn't make the team. I got cut on the last cut. So I had a critical decision to make what I was going to do, if I was going to stay and just train and try to get better for the next year. Because it was so much talent at that high school. Like, it was so many people that could have played Division I or Division II at that school. Like, and it was real guard heavy, and that's what I am, a guard. So I had to make the decision what I was going to do. And, you know, this is just a little adversity. So I ended up leaving Ridgeview, and I moved to Augusta to stay with my grandparents, Augusta, Georgia. And when I got down there, my grandparents knew the coach. Well, they didn't really know the coach, but they knew the people at the school. So I ended up going to Cross Creek High School, and I tried out for the team that first week, and I made the team. And you know, they said they was gonna give me an opportunity to play, and I was grateful for that. And then Coach Gamble was the first coach I met when I was down there, and we had a pretty good, we had a really good season that year. We had a couple of McDonald's All-American nominees. We had a couple people that was all region, and we went to the regional championships, first time in school history, and we came in second place in the championship. And then we went to the state tournament. We had held the first home game ever in Cross Creek history. That first home game in the state playoffs. Fast forwarding to my senior year. My senior year was a disappointment for me, and it was big for my recruiting. The year before I did AAU, I went to Adidas Top 150 camp. I got invited there. I did Bob Gibbons camps, and I played with the Atlanta Celtics for a little while. And then my senior year started. My coach Gamble left, and he went to school in South Carolina. So we had to put up with. I had a new coach. His name was Coach Carter, and I don't know, like, me and him just really didn't, it's not that we didn't get along or anything like that, but me and him just didn't click, you know what I mean? And the expectations for my senior year was really high for me. And once the season started, it was really bad. Like, we really didn't win too many games. We got put out before the regional tournament that we went to the championship the year before. And it was really a big disappointment. So after the season was over, like, I wasn't getting recruited by anybody. Like, nobody, I didn't have no offers, and the coach, he really didn't try to help me get recruited. So I was pretty much on my own. And I ended up going to a showcase where I got looked at by Emmanuel College down in Georgia, an NAIA school. It was really good. And so I get back to school, I keep grinding, get my grades up, end up graduating. And I still didn't know for sure where I was going, so I got a call from Emmanuel, and it was like they wanted me to come down there and work out. So I went to the workout. I was a little out of shape, but I did my best. Like, I played pretty well, made the cut, and they asked me to come to school there, and they gave me a lot of scholarship money. So I went down there my freshman year, and my roommate was player of the year in Alabama. He was player of the year. He was real good. His name Michael Stanley. He was player of the year in Alabama. And so I decided to redshirt because I knew I wouldn't be ready to play. I decided to redshirt, and they had a JV team, and I didn't want to play for the JV team. I wanted to play for the varsity team when I'm going to be in college. So I talked to my brother, Travis, and he was just always just telling me just to stay grinding, stay grinding, always stay in the gym, and understand that basketball is it's a business. It's not all fun no more. And it hit me hard once I got there, and I seen it was like 20 red shirts. They had a JV team and a varsity team. The varsity team was really good. They had a lot of players that was in the 1,000-point club, and like, I felt like I could play there, but I never knew when I was gonna be able to get, like, what type of playing time I was gonna get. So, that year was just a year for me to grow, get in the weight room, work on my game, like, tone my skills. And then my roommate, like, he was just, man, Mike was a big part of me developing in college. Like, me and him always was in the gym, and he was averaging so many minutes on the team, and he was a freshman just like me. So, he would always come in, we would talk about the games and stuff and what he did wrong, what he did right, and this helped my development. And Mike ended up winning freshman of the year that year, so I knew, I was like, man, I got a decision. Am I going to stay here and play behind Mike and everybody else that's there, or am I going to try to make that move and go somewhere else? So I was contacting schools. I was contacting a lot of schools. I heard about Penn State, Altoona, and stuff like that, and how their program was going. I heard about them from a guy I knew that I met at the Bob Gibbons camp in Virginia, and so I emailed the coach named Coach Clapper. I emailed him and to see, where I would stand at, and if I could come there for a workout. I sent him a little highlight tape that I did from high school and stuff, and a little workout tape, and he was really interested. So I went to the summer camp. And when I got there, I saw the talent they had. I thought they were good, but I just knew I could come in right away and make an impact. So I had to make that decision. And then I went to tryouts. I did real good. I know I could make an impact. And then I decided that I was going to come up here. I talked to my mom and my brother. I talked to Antoine Alawan. And I just talked to all my AAU coaches and make sure this was the right, because it's far away from I live in Columbia, Pennsylvania. Altoona, PA is 10 hours away from my house driving. So I decided to come up here my freshman year. My freshman year we had a lot of talent, but we couldn't really put it all together. So I met Durant Harvin. He was our point guard, and me and him was always in the gym working out. My freshman year, I played pretty well. I was averaging like 10 points a game, but I wasn't getting that much playing time. And, you know, I didn't know if that had anything to do with the coaching or anything, or just me as a player. And then the transition from Columbia to Altoona was different. So I ended up going academically ineligible by 1 point that semester, and I ended up playing the second semester of the basketball team. So the next semester, I used it as time to get my grades right and to focus real hard in the classroom. So that summer, I worked out real hard in the gym because I knew the next year I was going to be a critical part of our team. I knew I was going to be starting when I came back. So when I came back, I hit the ground running. Season started. I was leading the whole league in scoring. I had some real big games. I was scoring 20 points almost every night. Had real big games. And then, you know, I got some more adversity. I pulled my groin in the middle of the season, severe pulled groin up at Pitt Greensburg. And that just slowed me down, man. I was out for like 6 weeks. I missed like 6 games, I think. And but I stayed in the gym, you know what I mean? I stayed on the treadmill and stuff that I could do, I could control. I was on the bench talking to guys. And then when I got back, man, I hit the ground running again. I scored like 18 to 20 points every game for the rest of the season. And then senior night hit. I knew Durant wasn't coming back, and that's when it really hit me. Like, next year is I'm gonna be by myself. So at the end of the season, we were real close. We was 1 game out from making the tournament. 1 game out. Like it was an upset in the conference, and we didn't make it. It was a disappointment for me and for all the seniors that we had on the team, because I promised them that we would get there. But I mean, at the end of the day, from the talent that we had a pretty good year. That we had one of the better years that the school has had before I got here. We had one of the better years that they had in the history of the school. So, like, I thought we did pretty good, you know. And I got honorable mentions and things like that from the conference. And in that season, averaging 15 points a game. So then, fast forward to this year, I knew everybody was leaving. We had a lot of freshmen coming in, and this is my junior year of basketball. So, you know, the season started off. We started off pretty good. 2-2 was 500. I won Player of the Week. I was averaging like 20 points a game for a while. And then once we got back from Thanksgiving break, like, things just started to go downhill from there, like with the coaching and me, and then just the offense changing, and we just was losing. We had like a 6 or 7 game losing streak, and we were just losing, and we just didn't see no daylight in sight. Like, I just knew we weren't making the tournament. And at the end of the season, I think I ended up averaging like 14 and a half, 15 points a game. Something like same thing I averaged last year, but we just wasn't winning games. So, you know, the season ended, we didn't make the tournament. We had a pretty good freshman cast. Like, one of the kids won freshman of the year. But other than that, it's just my journey through basketball. Like, without basketball, I don't believe I would be here. And, you know, I just wanted to be someone like people could look up to in Columbia, you know what I'm saying, where I came from, to make sure they know, like, everybody's you don't have to be doing negative things to play basketball. Like, I want my little brother and all his friends to see this tape and know, like, you know what I'm saying, you can make it. Like, I got a scholarship. I'm about to get my degree, and I'm going to graduate. Thank y'all for watching. Oh, yeah. This is featured on the Game of the Week. Me and Kylie Toole, the girls team. I think I had like 25 points this game. And this is right here. I was top 5 in the league in scoring. My mom cut a lot of my articles out. My career high game right here. Had 29 points up at Hilbert College in New York. This is a tough one right here. We lost a game at Westminster College. I had like 16 points in the first half. It was a real tough loss. But our whole team played really good this game. This our rival, my Aloysius is brochure showing me top 5 in scoring, top 5 in free throw percentage and other categories. Here we go. It's my freshman year when I was young. I was fresh out of South Carolina. Athlete of the week. That's me right there, and that's Jordan Wells, another freshman that came in with me. Here we go. This is when my best friend Durant, we didn't play together. I think we played LaRoche College's game. We lost, but I had 18 points and Durant had 12 points and a bunch of assists. It was a good game. Here we go. Yeah, here goes another one. Leading the conference in scoring. This is when I was the top of the whole league in scoring right here. Just another little article. This is real special to me. My mom framed a picture of it's me right here, my sister, my mother, and my little nephew. They all came up to see me play. We're from South Carolina, so it was a long ride for them. That was one of my best games I played in college. Let's see what we got here. This article right here is from last season over here. Try to open that up. Last season. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I had 21 points against Hilbert at home. It's a pretty good game. Yeah, this is John Brennan and Matt Garrett. Matt Garrett's the all-time block leader in Altoona history. There's another one right here. Yeah, this is just me and Matt right here playing against LaRoche College. It was a good game. He's once again the all-time block leader in school history. This is a poster that a fan made for me, a little kid. You know, they gave it to me after the game. I thought it was cool, so I kept it. I'll probably keep this forever. I like stuff like this. Make me feel, you know, like I'm doing something right. I think this is our first game of the season right here. We played LaRoche. I also won Player of the Week. This is one of our first home games. We played LaRoche. I won Player of the Week for the first time in my career. I was averaging like 25, 6, and 5 for the whole week. That was a real good week for me. That's when our team was winning a lot of games back to back. Last one. Yeah, this is great. We played Marymount College. We was down by 4 points with like 10 seconds left. Came down, hit a 3. Was down by 1 with like 2 seconds. They fouled Matt Garrett. He hit both of free throws. We ended up winning the game. I had 18 points that night. That's the first game my brother got to see me play, so it was good that we got to win.